Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Brad over here at Chattanooga Fish-n-Fun. Here at Fish-n-Fun, we sell Ranger boats and Lance campers. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you guys. I mean, what has it been? 2-3 weeks or something since my last upload? Can't let that happen again. I've just been really busy. I got an exciting project that I'm working on the side. You should know about it here within about, I'd say, 6 to 9 weeks. But very exciting news coming. I hate to keep you waiting. I just can't talk about it yet. So, but anyways, welcome back. I mean, could I ask for a prettier day? We got a bluebird sky here to do a video today. Check this out. It's not hot as balls. I'm not sweating. I'm not panting. It's pretty nice out here. But anyways, let's get to the camper that we're going to be checking out. Got this 2026 Lance 855S. That's going to be our welcoming back camper that we're touring today. The Lance 855S is the largest truck camper that you can put in a short bed 1-ton single rear wheel truck. These will also fit a 250, and I have seen some 250s out there with the payload that could withstand this. I'm talking like you know, the gas burner. You know, you can get a 4-wheel drive, but I've seen some gas burner 250s out there that are in the neighborhood of 3,900 to 4,100 pounds of payload. But these work best with a 1-ton short bed single rear wheel. And when I say short bed, I'm talking like a 6.5 to 6 3/4 foot bed. This one comes in weighing at 3,318 pounds dry, with all of our optional equipment that we've added over here, such as, you know, onboard generator, solar panels, and the whole 9 yards. So this one right here, 3,318 is your weight. That's before you add in, you know, water to the fresh water tank, propane, your stuff in the camper, you in the truck. That's before all of that. This is your dry weight. Let's move on with the video. Go inside. You can tell I'm a little rusty at this because I didn't even tell you what the price was. I usually do that before we walk in. All right, so base price is $51,039. With our factory options, destination charges brings you to a total meaningless suggested retail price of $68,378. And that's not just a no, but that's a hell no if you can't see my writing there. We don't sell anywhere near that. If you're interested in one of these, call me at 423-892-6272. We'll get you the BSRP pricing. That's Brad's suggested retail pricing. It's a heck of a lot better than this stuff. All right, walking in, first you're going to notice that we got all of our light controls here on the walk-in. We got our exterior lights, left, right, rear. These are two-way switches that turn these lights on to be either an amber light, or you can flip the switch down and get an LED white light out of that as well. Got our docking light switch. That's these two guys right there. You got one there, one there. Really lights it up at nighttime. If you're backing up, you can, you know, see what you're backing into, your spot there. And then we also have an entry light switch or backup camera switch, all that nice stuff. Let me move this jack remote real quick. Let's pull that off. Hidden in here, we got us a secret compartment. And then we got our main battery disconnect switch. So you could, you know, store a lot of stuff in there that you don't want everybody else to see and don't want everybody else to know about. You do have that luxury of having a little hiding space. Before we move on, you know, too much further, I want to run this slide out in so you can get a visual of what it looks like with this slide out retracted, and then you can see me walk through there and be able to access everything, including the bathroom. All right, so I ran and got my handy dandy little NOCO boost box. That's how we run these things without the batteries inside of them. They do not come from the factory with batteries in them unless you do the lithium battery upgrade. We usually skip on that, and if somebody wants lithium batteries, we'll add the Battleborns here instead of the Go Powers. So just running this slide out in, you can watch the process here. You always check to make sure that nothing is in the way. I don't care if you know the pathway's clear, you always watch it. Okay, that's all the way retracted. You're like, Brad, how are you gonna fit through there? Watch me. Suck in this big ass gut, walk on in. Look at this, I'm already in the camper. I can get to the kitchen. Here's my kitchen area, sink, fridge. Fridge opens with the slide out retracted. Freezer opens with the slide out retracted. I can hop up in the bed if I want to. Got your dinette right here. Push that open, then I have access to the bathroom. So literally, I can get to anything that I want to inside of this camper with the slide out retracted. I know that's a big deal to a lot of people. Not everybody has, you know, 10 seconds to run it out. There we go. Close that back up. And I am exiting the camper. I just wanted to give you, you know, a little quick preview that this thing is fully accessible with that slide retracted. All right, now that you saw that awesomeness, we're going to move on with the video. We got a dinette over here as soon as you walk in. Dinette's on the right side of the camper, the passenger side. This is where your slide out's located. So if you're looking for, you know, a large camper, as much space as you can get, and you have a, say, a Ford F-350 short bed, this is going to be the largest one that you can throw in that truck. We got a fold down bunk bed also. I'll bring that down here in just a second. It's rated for up to 200 pounds. Comes with a nice little bunk pad cushion here to throw over it. Pretty comfortable. It feels like anyways, just pressing in on it. Wrapped around, or wrapped with a good material, durable material. And then this also comes down to make a bed. And like I said, I'll do that here in just a second. Underneath, we have 2 sliding drawers. Just pop that button right there, pull her on out. That's how you lock and unlock them though. Then underneath, I'll need to get that out of the way, but let's go ahead and make this guy into. All right, so we've got these made into a bed. You got the fold down bunk bed here that like I said, is rated for 200 pounds. Got this nice netting here that you can zip up, make it feel like a fort to keep those kiddos safe. Or you can use it for putting your belongings up there, maybe your outdoor camping furniture, rugs, Blackstone grill, anything that you want to keep outside of the camper, you can put up here, and then when you get to your site, you can remove it, put it outside, and get this out of the way. And then you also have this bed here that the dinette converts into. It's about 4 foot by 72 inches. So what's that? 6 foot by 4 foot. So this camper you can realistically, let's see, 2, 4 if you're close, plus 1. You could get 5 people in this camper if you wanted to. Me, 2, 1, about 4. So, but yeah, you can sleep up to 5 in this one. This one does have a lot of sleeping capacity. All right, I've got that made back into the dinette. That takes all of about 30 seconds to do. Not that big of a deal. All right, so the 855S, just like the sister 850 without the slide, has a fully fiberglass wet bath. Wet bath means that you get to shower with the toilet. Just come on in. Actually, you stay out there. I don't want other people in here with me. But anyways, we got the throne. I got plenty of shoulder space in here to get it working. Got a good little armrest over here. Just kick back, relax. You can take a lazy shower one day after too many beers around the campfire, you know. I mean, what more can you ask for? We got it all in here. Got a little oh crap handle here. Fan, we can vent her out in here. Look at that. We got a medicine cabinet. We got all sorts of stuff in here, but check out this knee room. Knees nowhere close to touching the walls. Plenty of space. We got ducted heat in here, or you can use it as a butt dryer. What's in here? Look at that. Little toilet paper holster. Keep it nice and dry. Hand washer. And then right here, turn this little shower head around. There we go. Look at that. I don't even hardly have to duck. I'm about 6'1" for reference, so, and about, I don't know, 190 pounds now. So, I mean, I got all sorts of room in here. Plenty of headspace. Not hitting anything. Skylight, thankfully, gives us a little bit more head in here. Yeah, this works. Stepping back out. Before we get to the kitchen area, we do have a hers and hers closet. We got hers here, and we got hers there. So 2 hers and hers closets. There's our sticker that gives us all the weight information and everything. Couple pull-out drawers. Look at that. They even supply with this cheap plastic spoon organizer. Utensil tray. What do you call that? Here, this is the back side of the Truma Aqua Go. Caught her with her pants down here. But this is one of your bypass points. right there. You flip that down for use and up to winterize, bypass that Truma Aqua Go. It is not a storage compartment, so keep that in mind. 3-burner range, or a 3-burner stovetop here with an oven. This is a really nice oven too. It's all digital here. I've been playing around with these since they come out about 2 to 3 months ago. Very high-tech stuff here. All you do is just press it in to start it. But this is not like that. You can use this as a storage compartment. At least I did mine. I always remove, you know, all the extra crap in it and put my pots and pans in there. This microwave does it all. It's a, let's see, convection micro air fryer, all in one deal. Can you see the buttons there? Yeah, there you go. Tells you everything that this thing does. No, I don't know how to use all that. I know how to use the microwave portion, that's about it. I got an air fryer at the house, that thing's awesome. Got a little separate storage space over here. All right, this is where we get to play all the games in the camper. We got the Truma panel up here to work our quiet 13.5 kBTU Truma AC unit. It's got 3 different settings on it, and even the highest setting's quiet. Here's our Onan generator. This is the smallest camper that does come with the Onan generator. Well, you have the 960. I'd say they're about, you know, kind of equal in size. The 960 does not have a slide out though. But yeah, this is the new QGI 2500 LP RAN generator. It's within National Park's decibel range. And yes, I am saying decibel, not decimal. So I've had, you know, some people get a little confused with my little slang here, I guess, my little accent. Battery levels: fresh water, black water, gray water. The freshwater tank, you have about a 30-gallon, I think. Yeah, 30-gallon freshwater tank, 20-gallon gray water tank, and 25 on the black. Reason the black's a little bit bigger than the gray, I assume, which, you know, they tell you not to assume, but I'm assuming. So I'd assume that the black tank is larger because they want you to fill it, you know, about a 1/3 way of water before you start building the Egyptian pyramid in the black tank. That would be hard to clean out. We got a little bit of countertop space. This is nothing that Gordon Ramsay's going to be pleased with, but we do across the hall here have this nice table where we can, you know, cut up our veggies and stuff if we want to, or form our hamburger patties. If you're like me, I'm cooking outside. I'm doing all that outside. I ain't stinking up my camper, smoking it up, you know. You know, sometimes I have accidents in the kitchen, so that's why I keep good insurance. All right, so underneath the sink here, we got a little bit of storage space, and then I have what a lot of my customers have called like the extra liquor compartment. They store their liquor in there. I ain't trying to throw y'all under the bus, guys. All right, we got our 5 cubic foot 3-way fridge. This works on AC, DC, and gas. If you want to run it on DC, you got to have our little switch up here on. That way, you know that you're running it on DC. It doesn't automatically swap over to it without you knowing. You have to allow it to do that before it drains your batteries dead. This camper does take charge a few different ways. Of course, when you're plugged into AC, have the generator running, plugged into the truck the way that we wire up the truck, and then through the solar as well. So you have multiple different ways of power coming in. That leads me to say that if you're going to run it on AC, it'll automatically swap between AC and gas. Up in the bed area, we got us a 60 by 80 inch mattress. This is true queen size, just not as thick as a residential. It is comfortable though. Feels like it's got maybe some springs or something in there. It's definitely got some suspension to work with, if you know what I mean. I might have to cut that out, I don't know. But anyways, let me move this out of the way. We got our other closet right here, the little double door. There's our TV box. Got a little clothes rod up in here. Hang the clothes up, keep them nice and neat, de-wrinkled. Up over here, got a little pull-up cabinet. We can store a bunch of goodies in there. 110 outlet. Then over here, look at that. Got your wireless cell phone, or yeah, cell phone charger. Little countertop space to put your CPAP machine. Then a little pull-out drawer, keep your maybe keys and wallet in there, I don't know. USB plug. Is that a, that's a new iPhone charger right there. How cool. 12 volt outlet, 110 outlets. So notice we got 110 outlets on both sides. Skylight above my head here so we can, our feet can see the stars. Then we have a swing out TV. It'll face the dinette if you want it to. It'll face the bedroom if you want it to, but it does swing back and forth. And then I think that was what, a 27 inch? Let's see, come here. 24 inch smart TV. We can play our Netflix through that if we want to. A little cubby hole underneath. Jensen radio. And then a little countertop space underneath the radio. Okay, we've made it to the outside. I wish they would have put me just a little bit closer to the building over here so we really couldn't see anything. But anyways, on the 855S, really any of the big Lance models, you got this TPO nose cap. Let me just hit, just hitting the crap out of that thing. Do you see that? You're not cracking that. You're not going to have delamination on the nose cap like some of the other guys that are doing the fiberglass caps. We got a full TPO nose cap that is kind of like the same material as your car bumper. We got the dual pane acrylic windows. I should have popped one of them out inside and let you see that, but I'll do that when we get to the other side. They are tinted, harder to see through in the daytime. You do want to use your night shades at night because, you know, dark outside, light inside, of course you're going to see in. Let's see, here on the front, is that zip tied up there? It is. This is your designated Lance plug. This is what we install here at the dealership for you. That way you can get that charged to the batteries. And then of course it runs your lights also. Here, I don't know if it gave it away, but it does say propane on the outside. That means that there are propane tanks in there. So we got two 20-pound propane tanks on board. If one goes empty and you got the other one turned on, it will swap over and pull off the other. I like to know how much propane I have though, so I always keep one off, and when it runs out then I'll swap and know I need more propane. This camper's very efficient though. I mean, it's set up to run for like 3 to 5 days on each tank. So this is where you fill the fresh water tank, and that was 30 gallons. Shore power plug-in, that's a 30 amp connection. Here we got the Truma AquaGo tankless on-demand water heater. Cute little plug here on the side that goes in there. But it runs on gas. So you got gas up, gas down. There's 2 different settings. That's for another video. Underneath here, city water connection. This is where your forced city water will come through. We got the park and satellite connections here. We got the black water flush there. That's where you can flush that black tank. Do not use the same hose for that as you do your city water. That's nasty. That's how diseases spread. All right, we got our outdoor shower. Hot and cold water run out here. This is where I connect to, you know, rinse off the cooking utensils that I use for outside. You know, rinse off the dog paws or whatnot. I bet you I did not unlock that. I did not. What a rookie mistake, leaving crap locked. All right, so we got our freshwater drain here on the far left. We got our cold and hot water lines here. Gray handle is for the gray tank. Can you see that? There you go. Better look. I'm not saying you better look. I'm just saying that gives you a better look. Come off aggressive there, did I not? All right, so the gray tank again was 20 gallon. Then the black handle means black tank. It all leads out this one pipe right here, gray tank, black tank here. Comes out the very bottom. Everything's a lot easier to hook up and get access to when it's on the truck. Electric jacks are on all 4 corners so we don't have to sit here and manually crank. I recommend carrying that cute little booster box that I got. I know we're skipping ahead here, but get you this cute little booster box. Let me turn that off. There we go. And just connect or keep that with you in case you have dead batteries for whatever reason, if you left something on or you just had bad batteries. That way you can still run these up and down without having to sit here and manually crank on this thing. You better pack a lunch if it comes to that. This is where our sewer hose storage is. If you have a quarter, you can open that. I don't have a quarter. Sales have been slow, so you know, I don't have one of those in my pocket. I'm just kidding. Y'all been keeping me busy with the sales, by the way. I really appreciate it. Manual rear awning. That way you can run this thing out and not get immediately soaked if it's raining outside when you walk out. What else is back here that I need to show you? Backup camera, you want to see that? There's our backup camera. It comes with a wireless monitor that you plug into the truck. That way you can see what's going on behind you at all times. If somebody's over here in your blind spot, you'll see them in that. Ladder, this does fold down, covers this door where you can gain access to the roof. We'll go up there after, towards the end. Look at this onboard generator. How nice is this? We got easy access to the generator. Like I said, it is the Onan QG 2500 ILP. Runs off the propane tanks on board and within the National Park decibel range. You can start it from out here also if you don't want to start it inside. No enclosed bottom. You notice how that's open? That means that rainwater can't come in and flood this thing. It all just goes right out the bottom. Pretty genius. All right, our side slide comes out on the campground side. You have the awning slide out topper. That's an added option. So added options on the outside that you see: generator, awning slide out cover, rear awning, backup camera, solar on top, AC unit. All these things are additional items that I always add on my stock units. I practically load these up how I want my campers. Another rookie mistake, left the other side unlocked. But I load these up how I would want my campers. They're easier to use that way. If you're not going to hold on to it for a lifetime, they're easier to resell because everybody wants the options. Not everybody, but you get the point. They're just easier to sell that way. But if you skip on the solar panel option, people are going to be like, you know, why didn't you add the solar? Well, I didn't need it, but maybe you do. So it's just easier to add everything through the factory. All right, we got a little storage compartment here. Same thing over here. See that? It's about, say, 12 to 14 inches deep, maybe 16 inches wide. On the other side of this is our pull-out door. So what you're going to, I don't know if you're thinking about it right now, but that means that you got heat that comes out to this compartment too, since it's tied in with the inside of the camper. Underneath, oh, a lot of people want to know what slide it is. It's a Happy Jack slide. We got the external propane connection here, so we can hibachi it up on our Blackstone. Got our external hand warmer right here. This is the Truma exhaust where it blows out. You can put your shirt over that in the winter time, get heated up. Put your hands under it, get them heated up, get the blood back flowing through them. Outdoor speaker there, outdoor speaker there. Outdoor patio light, same thing on the other side and the rear. Fridge vent, another window. Let me pop this guy open so you can see. Yeah, look at that. Look how far that thing pops out. That lets so much more light in, so much more airflow. Let's check it out on the inside, but look at that. That's close to 90 degrees right there. See this? Look at how much more light that lets in. Feels like I got all the lights on in here now. But we got our day shade, we got our night shade right here. You want to keep the bugs out? Boom. Well, you would, oh, shoot. There we go. Got our night shade, and then we got the day shade on top. So you can have this window open and still let light in and breeze and keep the bugs out. Or you can keep the peeping toms out by bringing up the night shade. And that's on all windows too. Every single one. All right, here we are on the roof. We know that this isn't a Brad video without, you know, a nice roof walk. So here we are on top of the roof walking all over it. You can get up to 2 solar panels on this one too. Pretty sure I ordered it that way, but I got 1 panel. So we can add the other panel when if whoever purchases this thing wants one. I think it's about $700 to $800. I'm not really sure. But anyways, we got one 100 watt over here. We can do another right here. Pigtail it in. All goes through that little solar there. Solar plug in. Got the skylight. Got a fully walk on roof. There's no soft spots on this roof. You can walk literally anywhere. I'll try not to make you dizzy. I'm definitely watching my step, not the camera. This is our Truma 13.5K BTU AC unit. Another couple skylights and a couple of vents back here. This is the max air vent with the rain sensing. Already got our built-in little mounts here where we can plug in that little sky cover, where you can run this going down the road or during the rain. Because since this does have the rain sensor, it will lower itself if it senses rain. You put that little protective cap over it, this thing will run continuously even if it's raining. All right, thank you everyone for tuning in for another video. This one was a fun one. I was a little rusty, you know, taking a couple weeks off there, but don't need to do that again, right? Yeah, we're not doing that again. But anyways, this was the 2026 Lance 855S truck camper. It's made for a 350 3500 series short bed, single rear wheel, of course. It comes in weighing at 3,318 pounds dry with our optional equipment added over here. Base price starts out at $51,039 with our factory options and our destination charges. Brings you to a total of $68,378 of a meaningless suggested retail price. If you're interested in this thing or any of these other campers I got on my lot, I got several different models. Got placed an order for 10 1172s Friday last week, so I'll have more of them coming too. So we'll be restocked on those. If you're interested in anything I got though or have coming, give me a call at 423-892-6272. Get the Brad suggested retail pricing, and it's a heck of a lot better than this. And then stay tuned. I have big news coming here in the next, I'd say it should be 2 months, but I'll say 2 to 3 months. Big news coming. I'm super excited for it, and can't wait to present it to you. I don't want to talk on it right now and jinx it, so that's where we're at on it. But it's in the works. Been working on this project here for a while now, and can't wait to share it with you. But again, my name's Brad. I'm over here at Fish-n-Fun. 423-892-6272. Make the drive. I don't care where you're at in the United States or if you're overseas. Fly, make the drive, get your camper here. We know what we're doing. We use these type of campers. That's practically how we started with these things. So we really know these things inside and out. We know what we're selling, and we know how to get you set up safely. We have a campground right down the road called Chester Frost Park. They don't pay me any money to talk about them, but I send all my out-of-town customers out over there. I get people from Texas, New York, North Carolina, people 15, 16 hours away that make the drive to come to Chattanooga, Tennessee and pick up their camper, because we know what we're doing, because you can trust us, and because we have the best pricing. But Chester Frost Park, make a vacation out of it. Pick up your camper from me, go to Chester Frost Park, 2 miles down the road. If you have any questions on how to run something, I just go down there and show you again. You get a a demonstration on how to work everything here. People are so excited picking up their camper, they don't always remember everything. So that's why I have you stay close. Beautiful park. I run down there. Oh, well, Brad, I forgot to run, or how to run the AC unit. Boom, no problem. I'm coming to you. Boom, boom, boom. That's how you run it. Water heater, sure. Show you how to work that again. But everything, it's super simple. There's a lot of things to do here in Chattanooga. Make a vacation out of it. 423-892-6272. Come get your Lance truck camper. Peace out.